scissors. Then we need hook, which is 4mm hook, 4mm hook. Then your measuring tape to take the measurements, and also we need this pin. So we make use of this pin. Then we're also going to make use of beads. So these are the beads that I use. I just make use of the ones that I have at home. So if you have bead at home, you can make use of any kind of beads that you want, or you can get it in the market, but these ones are the ones that I have at home. So I just make use of different kinds of the bead that I have at home. So yarn, this is the yarn I'm using, which is Yeye yarn, Nigeria brand. It's 3 ply, so I'm going to double this strand, so it's going to give me 6 ply. Once I double this strand, it's going to give me 6 ply. So I make use of just a ball and half. So a ball and half for this project. So for to start, we are going to double the strand. This is 6 ply because each ply is 3 ply. This is 3 ply, 3 ply, making 6 ply. So this is 6 ply. So for us to start, we are going to make our magic circle. We are going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I've already chained 5, you move back to the first stitch. You insert your hook into the first stitch there. Then you slip stitch. Then you chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then to your magic circle, we are going to work in 12 double crochet. This doesn't count. It doesn't count. So you're going to work in there with your first double crochet, which should be your 1, the first double crochet, then the second double crochet, then the third double crochet. So you keep on doing your double crochet to get to your 12th double crochet. Then I'll meet you. So now I have my 12 double crochet. I'm going to drag this, put this so tight. Then you move back to your first stitch. Then you work in there with your slip stitch into the first stitch there. It's your magic circle. Then you are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So you are going to make 2 double crochet in each of the 12 stitch. You yarn over the first stitch here. You work in there with your 2 double crochet. 1, 2, 2 double crochet again. 1, then 2. Keep on doing that to the end of the 12 stitches. I've done my 2 double crochet in each of the 12 stitches. So you are going to slip stitch into the first stitch. I'm going to skip this and into this space here. Working there with your pull out a loop. This, then you chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Note that this doesn't count. It doesn't count, okay? Then into same stitch there. That same stitch, you work in there with your double crochet. So in this our row 3, we are going to make an increase of 1. So this is an increase of 1. Then into the next stitch, you work in there with your 2 double crochet. 1, 2. You see that? Then yarn over into the next stitch again. You make your increase of 1. Then the next stitch, you work in there with your 2 double crochet. So you keep on doing this to the end of our 3rd row. You increase of 1, you make 2 double crochet. The next, you make an increase of 1. Then the next stitch, you make your 2 double crochet. That is how you keep on doing that to the end of your row 3. Then I'll meet you. I'm done with my row 3. Then into the next stitch, which should be this stitch here. I'm going to slip stitch. Pull out your loop, you slip stitch. So this is how your row 3 is. Then into your row 4 you chain 3, 1 2 3. So once I've already chained 3, you yarn over into that same stitch there, you work in there with your first double crochet. So in this our row 4, we are going to make an increase of 2. So remember in our row 1 we make an increase, sorry, in our row 3 we make an increase of 1, right? So in this our row 4 we are going to make an increase of 2. This is your 1 double crochet. Into the next stitch again you make another 1 double crochet. That is your increase of 2 double crochet. You see that increase of 2. Then to the third stitch you work in there with your 2 double crochet, 1 to that stitch again, 2. So we are going to make an increase of 2 in our row 4. So you move to the next, you make your increase of 2, 1 2, and into the next, which is the third stitch there, you work in there with your 2 double crochet. So you see that. So that is how you keep on doing that to get to the end of our row 4, increase of 2. So you keep on doing that to the end of our row 4. Our row 4, we're going to start our hook into the stitch here, then we pull out a loop, then we slip stitch. That is the end of row 4. Then row 5, we are going to make an increase of 3. Remember row 3 we make an increase of 1, row 4 increase of 2. So in our row 5 we are going to make an increase of 3. Then row 6 increase of 4, row 5 increase of 7. To get to your desired length, which is your desired circumference. Okay. So now you're going to chain 3. Then now row 5 you're going to make an increase of 3, which is 1 double crochet. Then the next another 1 double crochet, which is 2. Then the next double crochet, which is 3, which is the 3 increases. You can see the 3 increases. Into the fourth stitch you work in there with your 2 double crochet. The next again you make your increase again, 1 2, then 3. You see that? Then you yarn over into the next, you make your 2 double crochet in the stitch. So you see that. So you continue that to the end of our row 4. Your row 5 make an increase of 4, row 6 increase of 5, row 7 increase of 6. So you continue doing that to get your desired circumference. So when I get to mine, I'll tell you how many rows I did, the total and the inches. So I'm done, and this is my 7th row. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So my 7th row, and it measures 6.5 inches. It measures 6.5 inches. You can see that. So in centimeter, it measures 17 centimeter. So you can see that. So now we're going to move to the next, and for this is for the body of the cap. So in this way I'm not going to increase. You're just going to keep on working double crochet in each of the stitches to get your desired length. Okay, so for you to do that, you're going to, I've already chained 3. So once I've already chained 3, you yarn over, then into that first stitch there, you work in there with your double crochet. No increases, no decreases, just keep working double crochet in each of the stitch to get to the end of the row. Double crochet into all the stitches to get to the end of the row. At the end of the row, the last stitch there, you're going to work in there with your double crochet. Then you move to the first stitch there, you insert your hook, then you pull out a loop, then you slip stitch. That is the end of the first row of the body of the cap. Then you chain 3 2 3. Then the second row You keep on repeating the same stitch. Just keep on working double crochet in each of the stitch to the end and to your desired length. Just keep on working double crochet, no increases, no decreases, just working double crochet to get your desired length. So keep on working this way, double crochet to in each of the stitch to get your desired length. So when I get to my desired length, I'll let you know how many inches I did and how many rows I did in total, because I'm going to make mine very long. So it's going to be long. Then at the end of it, I'm going to tell you how many rows I did and what it measures. Okay, so just keep on working double crochet in each of your stitch to get your desired length. Then I'll meet you when I'm done with mine. I'm done with it. It measures 12 inches. As it measures 12 inches, and I have how many? I did a total rows of 27 from here to down is 27 rows. So this is the time for beading. I've already passed my yarn through my needle and I've already stitched it with the cap already, but I'm still going to show you. Just focus. For you're just going to pass your beads through your needle, then you pass it through that same stitch where the yarn is came out from. Then you stitch it, then you pick up, you pass the needle through the next stitch again. Just look at what I'm doing. So you see, you just pass it through any stitch. Okay, so this is where you're going to attach the next bead. You just take your needle, then you pass it through the stitches, then you stop at whatever place you want your beads to be. So when you get there, you stop. What you have to do is just pick up your needle. So let's say needle, your beads. Pick up your beads, then you pass it through in that same stitch again. So you make sure everything sits upright. Then you pass it again through the same stitch again to where you want your beads to be again. Pass it to where you get to where you want your bead to be. You can see. Then you stop there. Then you pick up the beads, the color of the beads you want. Then you pass it through the needle. Then you also stitch it back in that same stitch again. So that's how you keep on doing it till the end. Okay, for you to attach your needle to the cap, this is how you're going to do it. Or if your yarn finished, you just have to pass it through the needle. So once you have already passed your yarn through the needle, you secure a knot. Once you have already secure a knot, then you pass your needle through any stitch there. Just pass it through the nearest stitch there. Then once you have already done that, just keep close on how to do it. Just pass it, then you pull it out. Then in between the yarn, you are going to pass your, yes, that's how you are going to do it. You see, then pull it tight. Then you pass your needle back to it. You see, then bring it out to the right side. So you continue. That is how I did it for the first time. So even when your yarn finish, you cut it off. You want to start with another yarn, this is how you're going to do it again. Then you continue with the processes of passing your needle through the beads, then stitching it back. Then you take your needle back to that stitch again. So you continue doing that to get to your desired beading, wherever we want your bead to be. So just keep on watching to the end. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe, okay, and share and leave a comment. Okay. this is it on the side of it.